King Minos catches word of the escape.
From here on out, humble citizens of Crete, be aware, lest you attempt a quiet stroll out of doors, that I have filled the ground with landmines that explode at the faintest touch.
There goes another sheep.
You know who you have to punish. Daedalus and his family.
Now we can't till our own soil,
or slaughter our own meat, or walk on our fields, or stray from our paths.
Icarus is getting increasingly desperate.
But Daedalus reassures his family that Cyrus has gotten out.
He's with Talos now.
And when will we be?
I have to build something else.
How can I help?
By staying out of my way.
Where can we go?
Not to the fields where Minos has laid the landmines.
Not to the city where people look for someone to blame.
But to our father's workshop.
No, Icarus, it's too dangerous.
The biggest danger to you is yourself.
Not to any of those places.
But to the workshop's window, where I can watch Daedalus.
Set to work on an invention to save the rest of us.
Late into the night, Daedalus works.
I place sheets over the windows to block the view of the interior.
Late into the night, the townspeople call to Icarus.
Icarus!
Icarus! Icarus tries to ignore them.
I put my hands tightly over my eyes to block them out.
But even with eyes closed, Icarus still knows.
On and on as far as the eye can see.
That all is Crete. When my dad steps out of the workshop, I sneak back in. It's the special ship Daedalus has made for our escape. I lift the bow of the new boat, and I think of Talos and his compass.
2 pieces of iron connected at one end with a rivet.
Talos, the inventor.
Talos, who lives the life I want.
And Icarus remembers his father's warnings.
If my dad won't teach me how to use the invention, I'll have to figure it out myself. Oh! Ouch!
But he sees how it steers.
And how it rides the steep waves of the Cretan Ocean.
The next night, Daedalus emerges with the new invention and sets it on the sea.
King Minos thinks he hears a sail being unfurled.
Dion, you will steer to the far shore. Then I'll pull the boat back and Icarus will go with me last behind. Quickly.
Onto the waves.
King Minos may rule over the city and the earth, but his tyranny does not control the sea.
I climb into the craft and steer toward the far shore.
The waves lap eagerly against the invention, angry that
Daedalus has once again perverted nature.
And thinks he can rise above it.
The waves toss me in every direction, left and right, up and down.
north and south.
Wedging my fingers into the seams of the boat to find its weakness. I'm almost there.
And the waves grab hold of planks and pull out the careful stitches.
The water rises up to Dion's limbs and legs.
Let me embrace you. What?
Swim, Dion, swim!
She'll drown! The waves will overtake me.
Dion hesitates. What would it be like?
To be swallowed by salty waters. To hear nothing but the melodic echo of the sea.
Does she trust her father?
Do I believe?
A place called Athens exists.
And will it be any different?
The waves part their lips for Dion's pleading.
Let me embrace you.
All of Crete holds its breath.
And I keep swimming.
Did she make it? Dad! Dad, did Dion make it? Did she make it?
Daedalus reassures Icarus that Dion has gotten out.
She's with Talos now.
You get everyone I love.
King Minos sets up walls around the coast.
Well, who do you have to blame?
Daedalus! We can no longer see the sea.
Who has caused you all this pain?
Daedalus! Our city stops getting shipments of cloth and grain.
We can no longer till our own soil,
Or slaughter our own meat.
or walk upon our fields.
Who do you have to blame?
Daedalus!
City starves and looks at Daedalus and Icarus with hungry eyes.
What are we going to do?
What?
I don't know what to do.
You don't know? You always know. You always know what to do.
What hope is there?
You build a new invention. I go first. You follow behind. We get to Athens. Let me help you.
No, you're not touching anything until I make sure it's safe.
Daedalus retreats into his workshop. He doesn't eat.
He doesn't sleep.
He can't figure it out.
Minos may control the city.
Let me in!
Minos may control the land.
Let me in!
Minos may control the sea.
Daedalus doesn't come out for days. When he finally does,
I don't wait till it's dark. I'm going to help him.
What are we going to do?
He needs me.
inside, Icarus finds that Daedalus has begun to build a pair of wings.
Constructed from the down feathers of local birds.
Beginning with the smallest, following the shorter with the longer ones.
So you might think they'd grown like that.
Fastened by thread in the middle and by beeswax at the base.
I soften the yellow beeswax with my thumb. I put on the special wings and I think of Talos and his crane.
A jointed lattice, attached with a rope.
Talos the genius.
Talos the inventor.
Talos the fool!
What?
Talos, who lives the life you want.
You stay away from him.
What are you doing?
Don't speak to him, he doesn't know what he's talking about!
You're hurting him!
I can't hurt him, he's already dead!
What?
He's already dead.
No, you're not. You're not dead, you're in Athens!
Back in Athens.
Long ago in Athens.
Before the labyrinth in Athens.
Daedalus sent her sister Perdix. Daedalus' sister Perdix sent her son to study with the famous inventor. I want you to teach him. Will you? I want him to follow in your footsteps. Can he? I want you to guide him. Won't you?
You teach Talos?
Talos and I build a wind turbine together.
You allow him into your workshop?
One day, Talos and I climb the steep steps of a temple.
You work together.
I'll hold this end while you secure the other.
Are you sure you've got it?
I've got it.
Then the wind comes, and the turbine spins, and Talos loses his footing.
Talos!
Talos!
Talos.
Fall from the sky!
Until I catch him.
But you didn't catch him! He falls down the stairs.
Until I stop him.
But you didn't stop it!
I couldn't. That's why I'll never let Icarus be in danger.
He already is.
What?
As just then, Icarus takes flight towards the sun.
Fly to me!
Talos is dead.
Your father lied to you.
There is no Athens.
All is Crete!
There is no Talos.
All is Crete!
Cyrus is with Talos now.
All is Crete.
Talos is dead!
Dion is with Talos now.
Talos is dead!
Fly to me.
There is no escape.
Like a labyrinth.
Drawn by desire for the heavens.
Icarus flies higher.
Let me surround you.
I ride the winds up toward the sun.
I can reach with your feet. Let me embrace you. Stay here with me.
Higher and higher.
Desperately seeking the sun's scorching heat, the way it
Dry tears, bleaches bone.
Burns away broken promises. Being alone. Being hated and disregarded. Brings light after being kept so long in the dark.
The wax on Icarus' wings melts.
I fall from the sky.
And Icarus thinks.
I'm surrounded by light.
And Icarus falls from the sky.
And is swallowed by the sun.
And then the wave, which takes his name.
In the Aegean Sea.
And then the earth,
Which
takes his name.
In the Greek Isles.
A place that still exists today.
Icaria.